Is Prismatic Evolutions going to be the next evolving skies? Let's take a look. I'll give you my opinion. Hey guys, the market's been absolutely abuzz. There's been all kinds of talk all over online about the leaks of 8 new SIRs. Actually, I take that back. Is it 9? 9 new SIRs for Prismatic Evolutions. A lot of people are comparing it to Evolving Skies. They're saying it might be the next Evolving Skies. Let's take a look. So for those of you that are maybe not familiar or maybe just coming into the hobby, Evolving Skies is it's often deemed one of the most incredible sets of the modern era. It was a sword and shield era. It had really hard pull rates, so pulling the alt art cards in Evolving Skies was really tough. And it had some of the most beautiful Eeveelution cards that we've ever seen. So this is the leak of the Prismatic Evolutions SIRs. Now remember, there's supposed to be 32 of these in the set. So this is only 9 of them. We don't know what else we're going to get. It's entirely possible that we could get other Eeveelution cards that are not terastallized, but we don't really know, right? So I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think of this set so far compared to Evolving Skies, just based off the information we know so far. And again, it's just an opinion. I'd love to hear your take and what you think of them in the comments below. But when we look at this, like if we compare the Umbreon, for instance, now obviously we got really low quality photo of Umbreon right now. It's going to look a lot better when we get a higher quality photo. But to me, it's still no comparison. On the left side, first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of the terastallized concept with the glassy look and then the large kind of, bejeweled hat. Some people like it. Some people are okay with it. But I think there's a good chunk of us out here that are not big fans of it. But besides that, even if we set it aside, a lot of people are saying that this is the next Moonbreon, right? And I don't see it. I mean, the moon's behind it, but so is the moon behind this Umbreon V in Evolving Skies. And, I don't know. When I look at the two, I just think the Evolving Skies is a nicer card. I think the art puts the Pokemon in its natural environment and makes Umbreon look like a badass. I mean, he's basically sitting up on top of a wall looking down at Pinsir and some other Pokemon and just basically like, what are you going to do? You can't touch me. I think it's a cool card, really cool card. Obviously the Moonbreon, the VMAX, which I'll show later, is most people's favorite and is an amazing card as well. But on the left side, it's more like a tarot card background on this Terra, this Eevee, this Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions. I don't know. The background to me, obviously we don't have a lot of detail, but to me it looks like it's just kind of an artsy background. And you see this continued trend with a lot of these, like the Espeon, again, more of an artsy background versus the Evolving Skies where Espeon's actually in a natural habitat. Or if you look at the Sylveon, it's the same kind of thing. I mean, the Sylveon to me especially, the left side card, I can see that Sylveon is going to be really popular. I think a lot of girls especially are going to like that with that cutesy, pink and the streamers everywhere and all of that. But I still think the right side card is just a better designed card. You've got Sylveon in a bake shop holding a cupcake. I think that's really cute. And I think it's a card that appeals not just to females, but also to males. Like the Sylveon from Evolving Skies, I think is just a phenomenal card. I'm not saying that the left one isn't phenomenal. I just don't think it's fair to say that it's the same level as the Evolving Skies card, if that makes sense. Similarly with Leafeon, I think this Leafeon from Prismatic Evolutions, though, here on the left, might be my favorite of the Prismatic ones revealed so far. He's up in the tree, and I think the art style is pretty cool on that. So it's actually putting Leafeon more in an environment. But I still think Leafeon in a pile of leaves from Evolving Skies is personally, I think, better. And there's just more detail in the art. That watercolor style art is really beautiful with Evolving Skies. This is my least favorite Evolving Skies Eeveelution, the Glaceon. I love Glaceon as a Pokemon, but something about the way that they portray Glaceon this, it just looks kind of odd. It looks a little bit goofy, in my opinion, and some people like that. So I actually would give the win to Prismatic on this one. And then Flareon, the Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon were not actually featured in Evolving Skies, but I'm covering them here anyway. They came from the Eevee Heroes set, and they were made into promo cards in the English. So they're actually part of the Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon premium collection boxes, and they had a V card and a VMAX card, which I'll show the VMAXs in a second. But really, really sought after arts, beautiful cards. More of the same. Flareon in a natural environment, you can tell in the right side card that the Evolving Skies card is telling a story. Like if you look at the mantle, you can see this small, picture frame with Flareon in it, almost like the owner of Flareon is putting up their pet. Picture of their pet on the wall. You could see that you would do it with your dog, right? And Flareon's chilling there by the fire. You can tell that the owner was crocheting or knitting something, has walked away. Like I love these cards because they tell a story. They pull you into the scene and you can sort of extrapolate more from them than just the art itself. Whereas the left side is kind of just a lot of bling. And I'm sure the card will do very well. It'll be exciting on the market, but to me, it's just not as interesting as a card that kind of pulls you into the story and gets your imagination going. Same thing with the Vaporeon EX here versus the Vaporeon V. The Evolving Skies one, you got Vaporeon playing around in the water, half out of the water, half in. Absolutely beautiful card. The Jolteon, this evolving, this one from Eevee Heroes, which was, the promo card. I just don't think this gets enough attention for how beautiful it is with the city back there and all of the yellow featured in the city. There's a lot of the details sometimes that we don't notice. Like if you look at this Jolteon card, Jolteon is yellow. And so the artist chose to make like all of the city lights a very similar yellow to Jolteon. And then you've got like a purple hue and pink hue in the background. And it really creates a really cool effect when you look at it closely. And if you ever see these cards in Eevee Heroes, like in Japanese with the Japanese texture, they are absolutely stunning. I used to have a set of them. And then of course, Evolving Skies also had the, obviously Umbreon VMAX, which is kind of the largest chase of the modern era. It really is. It's the biggest card of the modern era that everybody wants. Always makes me think of Harry Potter, with the castle and everything. But, and then you've got these, Sylveon, Glaceon, and Leafeon VMAX, all highly popular cards. Beautiful art as well. And then I love these promo cards, the Flareon VMAX, Vaporeon VMAX, Jolteon VMAX. It's possible we could see something like this still left in Prismatic Evolutions. Obviously, there's 32 SIRs, only 9 have been revealed. We have a lot left to see on the set. Again, Evolving Skies has Rayquaza and Dragonite in it as well, Noivern, some of these other Pokemon besides just Eeveelutions that really make the set amazing. We could get more of those Pokemon as well with those SIRs. Like I'm pretty sure that we are going to get other Pokemon as SIRs in Prismatic Evolution. So it's possible that with time it could kind of come up to Evolving Skies level. But I just think right now it just doesn't hold a candle personally. And I don't think it's a fair comparison. But that's my own opinion. I'd love to hear yours, I also wanted to share these promo cards from Prismatic Evolutions that will be in some sort of product. I think they're actually amazing. These would have been incredible full art cards as SIRs, I think. Look at the Umbreon. Look how gorgeous this is. This Flareon, this Jolteon's amazing. The Glaceon's beautiful art. The Espeon, laying on a pillow. This Sylveon is absolutely adorable with all the petals around it. I just think these could have been incredible SIRs if they had been made into full art cards instead of small promos. But I actually personally like these promos better than I do better than I do these. But that's just me. A lot of the market, I think, is going to go crazy for these. I have no doubt the set's going to do well. That wasn't really the argument I was trying to make. But I just don't think this is Evolving Skies 2.0, at least so far with what we know. I think it's going to be really hard for Pokemon to beat Evolving Skies, but I would love to see them do it. So anyway, thanks for checking in, guys, tuning in to my channel, listening to me rant. It's late. I'm tired today, so I maybe don't have as much energy as I normally would, but I wanted to get this out there, kind of get my thoughts. And I'd love to have a conversation with you about this. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you agree with me. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'd love you to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. I'm going to try to be uploading all kinds of different videos of a variety of different topics. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.